Module 3. In order to smash through your limitations and achieve your goals, you need a plan, a roadmap for how you're going to get to where you're going. You don't start a road trip without a map or a guide. So, why would you start your future without a plan? Did you set New Year's resolutions this year? Did you know 41% of Americans make New Year's resolutions, but by the end of the year, less than 10% of them feel that they were successful in keeping any of them? 35% of those who failed their New Year's resolutions said that they had unrealistic goals. 33% of those who failed didn't keep track of their progress at all. 23% completely forgot about their New Year's resolutions. And about 1 in 10 people who failed said that they made too many resolutions. What does this tell you? How about you stop making resolutions and instead come up with a plan? A resolution is defined as a firm decision to do or not do something. Great, you made a decision, but clearly you made a decision with no plan. You can envision your future. You can do all the dreaming that you want. You can create a vision board and Pinterest boards if you want. But if you don't get off the couch and do something about where you want to go, you will not get there. You have to put in the work. The best way to predict the future is to create it. It's a new day. We are not making resolutions. Even if you made resolutions at the beginning of the year, you've probably already thrown them out by now. Now we're going to be planning your execution plan for your success. I'm going to help you streamline your vision of your future into manageable process to help you move forward on actually being able to achieve your vision. This is the same process that I've been using to move myself forward. Again, I'm going to remind you that there is no fairy godmother with a magic wand coming to save you. This is going to take work. You are going to have to put in the effort to get you where you want to go. But I am going to help you streamline your process. You did not wake up today to be mediocre in your own life. This is where you take charge of your outcome. I have faith in you that you are unstoppable. You are fabulous. Now let's own it. Let's start by looking at areas of your life that are not in harmony. Many people will try to sell you on the belief that life must be equally balanced in order to achieve happiness. And a great many inspirational leaders differ on this opinion. I prefer to look at this through another lens. Ultimately, it would be wonderful if all areas of your life were completely balanced. But that's difficult to achieve because we go through various seasons where we need to spend more time micro-focused on one area to improve it. It's not that we don't care about the other areas of our life, but by improving one area, it has a harmonious improvement to others. Pull out Module 3, Worksheet 1, the Wheel of Life. So looking at this from the standpoint of balance, all areas would need to be equal to achieve happiness, but it's hard to fix everything at once. Sometimes there's a huge gulf between where we are now and where we want to be. And knowing which areas to start working on first can cause analysis paralysis. So let's gauge where you feel you are now in key areas of your life, and we'll work on those that need the most attention first. What I would like for you to do is shade in each area with how satisfied you are in that area of life. 1 being least satisfied, 10 being most satisfied. It should end up looking something like this when you're done. The Wheel of Life helps you assess how satisfied you are with the different areas. So you can invest in those areas where you are not feeling they're in harmony with who you want to be. So once you are done, we're going to use this to help build the plan. The more you know and understand about where you are now and what's not working, the more informed you'll be in making decisions on mapping your progress to your future. So in this example, if the areas not in harmony are family, environment, and health, those are great areas to start with. It's a new day. We're not making resolutions. We're planning your execution plan for success. In your handouts, you should have forms that look like this. I have included this in Excel spreadsheet and a printable PDF. You have one set for a professional vision and you have one set for your personal vision. Take your vision of your future that you wrote out in Module 1, and I want you to separate it into broad categories. To start with, you can group your vision into 3 attainable key categories, maybe even the categories from your wheel. This will make the most impact on achieving your vision. Let's start with 3 for your personal life and 3 for your professional life. Or maybe you could even do this exercise with your family and make a family vision plan. The reason I want you to just start with 3 is because too many targets will leave you feeling overwhelmed. And too many of the balls in play are harder to juggle and track your progress. Narrow down on what's important in life to move forward towards your goals right now. Compare your future vision to your wheel of life. Let's say in your vision of your future, you saw yourself in a beautiful new home by the beach. And that's definitely not where you are today, because on your wheel, you were just also dissatisfied with your current environment. So maybe your category for improvement might be something like improve my current home or buy a dream home. Chunk everything down into personal improvement categories. Here's some examples. Maybe in my future vision, I wrote something like, I'm healthy and vital and my ideal weight of 150, and I run 3 marathons a year and I'm hiking Kilimanjaro. But the reality of where I am right now is that currently I'm overweight and all of my joints hurt and I get winded just walking to the mailbox. So maybe a category for improvement for me would be something like a vital body, mind, and soul. Maybe you wrote out in your vision plan that you're married to your soulmate and you've got 3 healthy children and you take big family vacations every year. But where you are now, you and your partner don't have a spark anymore. You feel like you're failing as a parent and you've never found the time to take a family vacation. So maybe your category for improvement is dynamic family and stellar relationships. Here's another example. I'm financially doing stellar and I have $1 million in the bank. Investments are creating residual income and I have a portfolio and plan for retirement. Fabulous plan. But where am I at now? Currently, I don't have any money in savings and I have no idea how to start investing. And what's a retirement plan? So maybe a category for improvement would be life of monetary abundance. These are just broad categories. You can definitely pick more than 3, but again, I would encourage you to chunk everything down and condense your personal vision into the fewest number of categories. You can always add more later. Once you have your 3 categories, add them to your worksheet. You're going to do the same for your professional goals. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. You've already started judging your ability to achieve your own version of the future. Your vision is yours. Remember, we talked about limiting beliefs. If you are already judging what you wrote down earlier, how successful are you going to be moving forward? It doesn't matter if the vision seems superficial to someone else. This is your vision, and I'm going to help you achieve it. Next, I want you to reconfirm the result that you're trying to achieve. So this is the longer version of that category. So the results that you want to achieve are your vision for the future. Confirm the results that you want to achieve by putting them directly in your plan. Fit your vision into those broad categories. If you have something that doesn't quite fit in one of the categories, you can add another category or reserve the item for something to work on later. You'll be looking at this a lot throughout the next year. So in this area, it would look something like this. So those longer detailed information from your vision plan. Next, we're going to look at how does each of your categories connect to your why from the 7 levels deep exercise. We're putting everything that we just learned together. Here's the examples I used earlier for my why. So my why is that I didn't want to get to the end of my life and have regrets, to realize that I didn't make an impact on anyone, leave a legacy, and that no one will remember I was even here. So how does that why map back to each one of those individual categories? For my vital body, mind, and soul, not being healthy and vital limits my ability to enjoy my life to its fullest and to be able to show up and do all the things that I want to do. And it prevents me from really living. Dynamic family, not having healthy relationships with my spouse, children, and family will lead me to regret the impact I could have made on generations to come, because I wanted to leave a legacy and I don't want to leave a legacy of absenteeism. So how does my why apply to my life of monetary abundance? I am the culmination of all the hopes and dreams of generations that came before me, and I can leave a legacy on the generations to come. So each of these categories and the result you want to achieve, write out how not achieving this would impact your life, how your why applies to that category. Now let's plan how you're going to thrive. Within the context of your categories, what are three things that you can do in order to make your vision a reality? Here's some examples. So, as far as my vital mind, body, and soul, I could go to the doctor and get a baseline health visit. I could change my eating habits. I could get moving and find activity that I enjoy, right? So, these are three things that I must accomplish to feel like I'm actually being successful in this category of my life. Dynamic family and stellar relationships. Let's say I'm going to find a family counselor, vote on a vacation location and plan it together with my family. Plan one-on-one time with each one of my family members. These are all things that I could do to make me feel successful in that goal. Maybe life of monetary abundance. I meet with a financial planner and understand what my options are. I research which investments might work out for me and talk to a lawyer about setting up a will and a plan. So all of these things within each one of these categories, and yours could be anything. It's the three things you must do in order to feel like you actually accomplished these things over the next year. Next, we're going to look at who you're going to show up as in this new vision and role. You are powerful. You are capable. You are a superwoman. Sometimes it helps to give yourself a catchy title of who you want to be and who you're going to embody within the category of your life. So under the vital body, mind, and soul, maybe the title that I'm giving me in this new vision and role is Queen of Organic Farming, Vitality Vixen, Superwoman, or Commander of Health. In the dynamic family and stellar relationships category, I'm going to be the family cruise director, household wrangler, family dynamic commander, relationship guru. Or maybe in the life of abundance, monetary abundance, I'm the czar of finance, the boss babe, the director of future finance, the governor of retirement, and the abundance creator. Write yours down. Then we're going to look at what you might need to leverage to be successful. What mentors and educators and specialists and things do you need to do to leverage someone else's knowledge to make you successful in that particular category? So for vital body, mind, and soul, maybe we need to leverage a doctor with a holistic approach, or a trainer, or a gym membership. Or for dynamic family and stellar relationship, maybe we need a family counselor, or a travel agent. Education on family dynamic and play, a babysitter, or even maybe a housekeeper, so you have more time. Life of monetary abundance, I need a financial planner, maybe a lawyer, or a financial mentor. And there's also books and classes. This very class is something you're using to leverage someone else's knowledge to gain momentum on your future goals. And so those are the resources that you're going to tap in to help you be more successful in that category of your life. So you know who to go to or where to turn if you get stuck. Next, we're going to look at what is your life going to look like in 1 year. To drive home where you are headed, where are you going to be in 1 year from now on these goals to your unstoppable future? Let's chunk it down in just 1 year's manageable amount of time. Doesn't mean you have to accomplish everything and it has to be perfect, but what do you want to accomplish this year to get to your goal and your dreams? Maybe 1 year from now, I want to lose 50 pounds. I'm only eating organic food and I want to make sure that I'm working out 5 days a week. Maybe 1 year from now, for my family, I want to have a stellar connected unit, and we have one amazing adventure planned, and the family is having family and date nights regularly. All those are quantifiable results that we can track for a year. The life of monetary abundance, I have started an investment portfolio and I have a plan for residual income stream. Give yourself numbers, quantifiable results that you want to achieve over the next year. Now you have your plan. Fall in love with your future so much that if inevitably you stumble along the way, you will pick yourself back up, analyze what got you off track, and overcome it. You know your vision. You've chunked it down into manageable swim lanes. With each of those, you know what result you want to achieve, and you know how that ties back to your why. You've taken all of that and condensed it down into 3 things that you must do to thrive, and you gave yourself an empowering title within the context of your vision. You figured out who and what you need to leverage for you to be successful. and you have a clear picture of where you want to be in 1 year. Now let's schedule it. A goal without a plan is just a wish. A plan is great, but without scheduling it out and having milestones to achieve your goal, how are you going to feel 1 year from now if you didn't achieve it? Have you ever heard the saying, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Breaking down your key areas into manageable steps then allows you to see where you need to leverage help and prioritize things in order and start checking off things on your list so you can celebrate your progress. So take each one of these areas now and your 1 year goal and start blocking out what it is that you want to accomplish in, let's say, just the next 90 days. So in the next 90 days, I'm going to schedule a doctor's visit, an appointment for blood work. It's going to take me about 8 hours. This is a priority number one for me because I need that baseline, and I'm going to leverage the doctor's knowledge in that process, right? I'm going to find a gym membership and a trainer, and that's a priority one because I need to get moving. And that's going to take about 8 hours of my time to go search for memberships and trainers and maybe go see some places. And I'm going to leverage the trainer's experience on what workout I should be doing. I'm going to find a nutrition coach who can teach me how to cut carbs. And that's a priority number one. It's probably going to take me about 4 hours because I can either leverage the trainer's knowledge of someone or I can go online and find a coach. And then I'm going to spend time meditating each morning, 30 minutes at least. And that's a priority number one because I need to keep myself mentally clear. So that's 30 minutes a day. Put your vision plan into 90-day schedule where you can see it every day and check your progress. You can do this.